Hello everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to the My Player Career Mode. Good to see you. I hope I find you very well. And I hope you have all had a wonderful Christmas. Today we are here and I guess I can update you as to what happened last time in case you missed the last episode. Well, we've returned to Arsenal. We played in our first North London derby since returning and managed to score the winner in a 1-0 victory over Spurs. So things have started off very well for us, but today we have a game with England up against Northern Ireland. These are some European Championship qualifiers. We weren't selected for the first game, I don't think, which was, I believe, Hungary. I might be wrong with that. I think it was Hungary, but we've got another game coming up later on as well for England. So, yeah, that might be when we take on Hungary. But nevertheless, we were playing here against Northern Ireland, and 8 minutes in, we got a penalty, which was quite a harsh penalty, to be fair. Lewis was penalised for a handball, which I don't think it was even remotely a handball. There was absolutely nothing he could have done about it. But then, you know, Peacock Farrell ended up making the save anyway, so I guess you could say it's fair enough from that one. But both teams had chances, and full credit to Northern Ireland. They gave us a really tough game, but the second half, we managed to find Harry Kane one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and when he's in that position, you expect to see him score. But Northern Ireland, like I said, proved to be tough opposition. Kennedy fires them back on level terms after a lovely ball from midfield. And it was 1-1, looking like we might end up dropping some points here. And when Ollie Norwood decided to put them in front at 2-1, with 15 minutes to play, I was nervous. I thought this might be Northern Ireland taking the win. But with a minute left on the clock, we held our nerve in the penalty area, pulling it back here for James Maddison, who made it 2-2, but in the end it would be the point. So no victory sadly for us in this one. We got 2 assists. We ourselves played quite well, but unfortunately no win in that European Championship qualifiers. So we'll have to move into our next lot and see how we get on later on. But for now then, we're back into the Premier League, and frustratingly out of the side for this game here against Nottingham Forest, which we ended up winning by 1-0. And then following that, also out of the side, the Europa League tie against Malmo, again finishing 1-0. So, yeah, 2 games on the bounce, not selected. We were brought back into the side here for Sheffield United. I'm going to put that down to just the fact that Arteta probably felt like we'd get the result without having to maybe risk us for injury, if you will. I mean, it's not unheard of, like I'll say later on, about us not playing in the Europa League. You know, teams, generally speaking, in the group stages do play some of the youngsters, you know, give some of the reserve players a chance. So I guess that's why we weren't playing against Malmo. But the Nottingham Forest game, I thought we'd start that. But at least we got our chance to shine here against Sheffield United, setting up the first goal for Benzema. It was a really nice trick as well to be able to open up the space. But similarly to when we featured for England earlier against Northern Ireland, our opponents were making it a very, very tough day for us as Sandro Tonali smashes Sheffield United back on level terms, and then Fleck plays through Carlos Perez, who ends up giving them the lead. Ollie Norwood involved in this one as well. So, scored against us for Northern Ireland. He played a part in Sheffield United's goal to make it 2-1. But then, this moment right here, we were able to get our side back into the game. And we went one-on-one against John Brooks. I actually didn't mean to take that touch, but it ended up working out wonderful. So, yeah, very happy we got the little bit of luck that we needed there. And with 7 minutes to play, tried a through ball, very poor pass, but to be fair to Eddie Salcido, he doesn't give it up. He chases down the ball, and then he gets himself the reward here, making it 3-2. And as you'll see in a moment, Sheffield United literally had 2 shots. 2 shots in the entire game. So for this to have been 3-2, way too close for comfort, you could say, considering that we pretty much dominated here, yet there was 1 goal in it. But it is the 3 points. Again, involved in all 3 of the goals here, getting 1 ourselves and getting 2 assists. That's all you can ask for, really. I guess we're just doing our job, and it's over now to see if Arteta will keep us in the side moving forward. We had Newcastle in the Cup, wasn't selected, not surprised by this. It's the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. We end up going on to lose it. So it is what it is, but let's see what's in store in the live games. Top of the league after 6 Premier League games, max points picked up as well. Although, you look at the goal scoring and, yeah, look at Liverpool, who are second. They have double our goals scored. So too Manchester City. So although we're top, goal difference not in our favour. But we don't have to worry about goal difference because we're 3 points ahead. And now we travel to Southampton to take on, or rather, Southampton travel to us to take on, well, to take on each other. I thought we were away at St Mary's, but no, we are at home. After this, it's the Europa League. We didn't play in the first game up against Malmo, but we did, of course, win that by a 1-0. We've got Lille, as you saw previously, just been knocked out of the Cup as well, the Carabao Cup to Newcastle. 2-0 that finished there. And then we move into this month here, where Manchester City is pretty much the headline game from that month. But all in all, so far, yeah, I've got to say I'm a little bit frustrated with especially the fact that we didn't get to play against Forest. We didn't get to play against Malmo. So the only game you've seen in Arsenal colours so far was that 3-2 thriller against Sheffield United, which realistically shouldn't have been so close. We gave away 2 chances. They scored them both. Let's hope Southampton don't do the same here. They're 19th as things stand. So it should be the key word, be a relatively simple 3 points to pick up. Oh, also 86 rated as well now. So that's one of the things I forgot to mention. But yeah, we are growing very, very nicely. In fact, we're the second highest rated player in the team. I'm very excited as well because Bukayo Saka is playing at left back. And you remember, one of the reasons we were so good at Norwich was that link-up play between us and Ayrton. Saka and myself, if we get going and play well today, Southampton realistically should not be able to stop us. But we'll see. Here we go. And there is the overlap we talked about from Bukayo Saka. Here he is then. A chance to put a cross into the box. He goes towards that near post and Benzema trying to challenge, but Southampton deal with it. But you already saw there immediately. That's what we spoke about, didn't we? The overlap from Bukayo Saka, and once again in possession. He goes back towards us this time, and we've been invited into the Southampton penalty area, but we can't quite get through just yet. But that left-hand side of Arsenal is really where we will look lively today. Well, we might have seen this overlap quite a few times so far, but we've actually only had 1 shot on target in this opening 40 minutes. So it's not ended up resulting in too many chances. Brozovic trying to be a bit tricky with that, and I think in the end, Pepe did get his shot away, but it's McCarthy with the save for Southampton. But with 4 minutes to go until half-time, this is a little bit better from us. We're actually starting to look a bit more dangerous in and around this penalty area. Saka, there's the ball through, and it's just a little bit too much in front of him. I put a bit too much on that. Otherwise, Saka was in. Vlasic. Southampton struggling a little bit right at the end of this first half. We've gone towards the byline. Now the delivery back into the middle. It's a great cross as well. Pepe challenging Southampton away, and that is the end of the first half. To be fair, I said to you that we started off pretty strongly. We saw how well that left-hand side was working in the early stages, but then we had such a large part where we created nothing, but a late flurry at the end of the first half. Doesn't result in a goal just yet, but that was much better from us. Southampton themselves not had a single shot yet, but I'm not sure they'll be too worried if they get a point from this one. Brozovic finding Benzema. Lovely disguised pass towards us, and we put it wide. That was beautiful from Karim Benzema, as he disguised it so well, but we lash at it. We take it too early. Maybe could have taken a touch, and it's gone wide. Just need to be slightly more confident going forward here, as Saka's done well. He finds us as we're through on goal, trying to pull it back for Benzema. Walker-Peters is a touch. Brozovic turns it home for Arsenal. It's the lead we were looking for, and there's no offside flag. I'm not sure, though, who got the touch, whether or not it was Benzema or if it was the defender. I'm not sure who it was from Southampton challenging Karim Benzema. We'll get another look at what actually happened here. So it's Walker-Peters, and I think Walker-Peters might have turned this into the path of Brozovic. McCarthy can't get there, and Brozovic will not have an easier goal all season. And Southampton can be very, very annoyed about the way that's gone in. It's a large slice of luck for us, though. And in fairness, they've offered nothing, though. They haven't even had a shot yet. So, yeah, I might have been talking about the fact they would have been happy with a point. In reality, they've not really ventured forward. So it'd have been us very, very frustrated if we end up with a point from this game. Still 7 minutes to play here at the Emirates, and as things stand, the 1 goal is the difference. Goulart with the ball around the corner, but there's not enough space for us to really run into and make something happen. However, he's got ahead of his man here, but it just feels like we slowed it down way too much. That should have been a lot better from us. We got the shot on target, but McCarthy easily saves it, and as time ticks away, Southampton today been not very good. Let's just say that for sure. I don't even think they've had a shot yet. So you could argue we've been great defensively, but I don't think that's the case. I just think they have been massively underwhelming, as We're now in the box here, but a heavy touch takes it away from us. Also, there was a change for us. Tagliafico came on at about 65 minutes for Bukayo Saka, which I think was quite harsh because Saka's done pretty well today. You know, the goal came from the left-hand side in the end, fell across the box, and Brozovic turned it home. 2 minutes added on here. Adams' chance. It is a shot for Southampton right at the end of the game, but it's a shot that hasn't really made a difference to the scoreline. Arsenal 1, Southampton 0, 3 points in the bag. That's 7 wins from 7. And now we have a Europa League tie against Lille to look forward to. Well, I said that we had a Europa League game to look forward to. We're not even in the side. Horta is named, along with Nelson. Maybe we're being saved for the knockout rounds instead. It's not unheard of course. You don't play your strongest team in the Europa League group stages. But I just thought, with it being Lille, there's every chance that that would have happened. A 2-1 defeat. Benzema with a goal in the 79th minute before Tim Weah had scored twice. Or after Tim Weah had scored twice, I should say, for the away side. So that's the exact reason that I thought we might make the team, because I had a feeling that Lille would pull off the result. They drew their first game, though, luckily for us. Otherwise, that had put them onto 6 points. So, yeah, this is what I mean, man. Europa League, it's always good that you can rest players, but there's always that possibility that you will end up dropping points. We are selected for England games against Hungary and Wales. And also, we got a loan offer. I accidentally asked to be put back on the loan list. I was trying to look for a transfer when we weren't selected earlier, just to see if it had appeared. I pressed a loan, and I've just not been bothered to take myself back off the loan list. We got a loan offer from Hertha Berlin, but of course, we won't be accepting that. I think I'm just going to leave myself on it, just to see what kind of offers we get through the season, and then, you know, see what's happening there. Player of the Month September shortlist. Bruno Fernandes, Salah, Sterling, and Firmino all on that. We do not make it, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. 4 assists, 3 goals in 6 Premier League matches away to Selhurst Park then, and we are back in the side as we take on Crystal Palace, and there is the side that they play. Ours is on the right-hand side. Saka once again starting at left-back. Gomez, Jonathan Tah, Gabriel and Bellerin make up the rest of the defence. Vlasic, Brozovic, Benzema, Nelson on the right, so no Pepe today, and Leno in goal, of course. Here we go. Here is Vlasic down the line for us as Palace goes sliding in, but neither player wins it. Benzema waiting near post. He tried a bit of a no-luck shot, if you will, like a cheeky effort. Didn't look at where the goalkeeper was stood. Probably should have done, because in the end, Vincente Guaita is able to make the save. I thought for sure that would be opening goal of this game, but not quite. And unfortunately for us, Joe Gomez doesn't really get a great header from the corner from Saka, and that leads to a goal kick. And that is the end of the first half here at Selhurst Park. Other than the Benzema chance, we've struggled to create anything else. Need Saka to give us the overlap, and there it is. Bukayo Saka then finds the ball near post. Benzema! That was, I want to say brilliant, but I'm now not sure if that was just fortunate, but it's a goal nonetheless for Arsenal. Karim Benzema provides it. Palace behind. I need to have another look at this before I say if it's brilliance from Karim Benzema or not. I mean, he meant the initial touch where he brings it down at the near post. This first touch here as Saka finds him, but then after that, yeah, it kind of like ricochets off of Guaita onto his knee and then bounces in his path. And then I think even after that, yeah, Jason Denayer nearly blocks it on the line. But in the end, it's Benzema who finds the goal. Arsenal with the breakthrough, and hopefully that might make Palace step out of their defence a bit, because it's so annoying trying to break down teams when they're just sat and not giving you much to work with. Nelson, great pick out that is as well. And now we can play the ball to Vlasic. It's brilliant football from Arsenal, who have a second. And that is much more like it. Started with Reece Nelson and that lovely chip ball towards us. After that, though, there was 2 extra passes we had to play. And then it was in the back of Palace's net. Much more like it. I don't want to, jinx anything. But we're top of the league, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. It took me so long to win a league title. So much so that we didn't win one last year in FIFA 20 that I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Premier League champions, anyone? Saka stands over this corner. 12 minutes to play. It looks like a formality. The points are ours, but there might be chance for a third goal here. Denayer's header in the box. We've gone with a volley. I believe that's a penalty. I had a feeling that was coming. We chest it down, we go for the volley, and there was a couple of Palace players in our way. And I did think, as I saw hands flailing about in the box, whether or not it struck one. I mean, it did a couple of times, but whether or not that's a penalty, we go back to this whole thing about the rule. I mean, it bounces off his, I think his knee, McCarthy, and hits him on both hands. But, you know, it is what it is. And Goulart now then from the spot to give Arsenal a third goal. It's saved by Vincente Gaeta. And Palace are still only 2-0 down with 10 minutes to play. I was kind of hoping I'd get to take that, but sadly not. And we end up missing from the spot, which you could say is probably justice. MacArthur's ball over the top. 4 minutes added on by the referee. There is chance maybe for a Palace consolation goal, but not quite, and we deal with it. And in the end, it's a comfortable win from Selhurst Park. First half, pretty frustrating. I think it was more to the fact that we kind of had to break them down a little bit. And then, of course, when Benzema scores that goal, which you can call it brilliance or luck, made them step out a little bit more. And then you saw the football for the second goal, how good, how crisp it was. And yeah, top of the league. One more game to show you then today, and as I mentioned earlier, it is in the European Championship qualifiers, this time against Wales, away at the Cardiff City Stadium, and this game started off so well for us. 17 minutes in, we found the back of the net. Initially, when I took this shot on, I thought it was going wide, but we wrapped our foot around it enough, and it looked really cool nestling in that far corner in the side netting there. Goalkeeper as well, made it look even better, just stood still, watched it go in. But yeah, we were in cruise control for most of this game, to be fair. Maddison finding Dele Alli, he plays it towards us, lay it into the feet of Kane. Kane does the rest just before the half-hour mark. And in fact, before half-time, we were 3-0 in front. And once again, in England colours, we'd got a goal and 2 assists. This time around, it's Henderson. After we start with a throw, Sancho to Maddison, Maddison to Kane. I mean, I can't really take the assist credit here because it's such a good shot by Henderson, but technically speaking, it is our assist, so I guess we'll take it. But yeah, never really in doubt here in this one. Gareth Bale was in the Wales side, but he started on the bench and then came on, and it was way too late for him to really have an impact. So, not really tested there, but it's a good win for us. And this, my friends, brings this episode to a close then today. Top of the league, 8 wins from 8. If we take a look down the bottom half of the league as well, Norwich not in the relegation zone, up to 4 teams. So really good to see the side that we came up with, of course, last year in the Championship, not in the relegation zone, battling away. And hopefully they'll stay there come the end of the season. I decided as well to have a little look and see where we stand in the player stats at the moment. We're 11th for goals scored, and I think we're a similar position as well for the assists. But nevertheless, a massive thank you for watching today's episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. Huge thank you for all of your support on the channel as well. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening. Adios.